Today, I want to show you how I send commands from the outside to Neovim and why I do this. First of all, what's the application that is on the right-hand side? This is basically Kitty, and it's running my Neovim configuration. It's a slightly modified Neovim configuration, and you're going to understand and learn how I use this application and why I need to send external commands to it. First, let me just demo how to send a notification to the app from another application. So notice that on the left-hand side, I have Ghosty, which is my main terminal. Just gonna switch to this other session, and I need you to pay attention to something. On this, where the arrow is pointing to, you're going to see that a notification is going to pop up when I send it from Ghosty. So let's do that. I'm just going to search here in my command history. This is the command that I want to send. Where is it? This one. Just gonna hit enter here. You're gonna notice that there on the bottom right corner. So let me send it again. Hit enter. You're gonna see that message there. So why do I need to send a message to this application then? Notice that I'm going to mark this task as done. Alt-X. And it's going to basically delete it from this section and move it to a different markdown section in this file. This completed tasks section, right? So it's just going to add the task there with the date and time. So let's just go up here again. We already demoed how to send a notification, so I'm just going to mark this as done as well. Alt-X. And notice that the Git status line keeps increasing every time that I delete stuff from here and add it to the other section. So basically what I need to do is to update this when the changes are pushed to GitHub. I don't push the changes to GitHub on this app manually, but it is something that happens automatically every 3 minutes, right? So the changes are pushed. Lualine is not aware of that, so it's never going to update these numbers here, right? So I need to tell it that the changes have been applied and to update Lualine. We're going to demo that right now. So let me just mark this here as done. If it's not clear what I use this for yet, you're going to understand it in a little while. Now, this is the script that I'm executing, autopush. And let's see where it's calling Lualine. Let's see if I look for Lualine in here, what I search. Function to update Lualine and skitty-notes after a push. And notice that the only thing that I'm doing is triggering a Neovim refresh. So basically writing the file. So let's see what happens if I execute this script. You're going to notice what happens on the right-hand side. I have the schemap leader CB to execute the file that I'm currently on. So I'm just going to hit enter here. Notice that the push was not executed. Why? Because I have a safety mechanism. Notice that it says here, skipping push to the recent modifications. I wanted to only push the changes if 3 minutes have passed since this file was modified. So we're just going to wait for 3 minutes, right? And we're going to notice that this disappears from there. And we're also going to notice something else here on sketchy bar at the top. You're going to notice that a little icon pops up. This is just to let me know. This is just a visual aid for me to see when the changes have been pushed, right? So we're just going to wait. I'm just going to type a key here. And in the meantime, let's do something else. I'm not going to mark this as done because that is going to reset the timer and we won't have to wait other 3 minutes, right? So just in case you want to learn about skitty-notes, in the meantime, let me just show you where you can find that. Skitty-notes. I have a video about it. It's the video shown here, 15 minutes. I explain everything in detail. So just go and check it out. I don't have a video about this autopush GitHub script, but if you just go to my dotfiles, you'll be able to find it there. It's pretty well documented, and I use it to push to 2 different repos. You can use it yourself as well. Just need to specify the repos here. Notice that I have here this repo list. Notice what happened on the right side while we were talking. Lualine updated, and the icon showed up, the one that I mentioned at the very top of the screen. And like I was saying, here are the 2 repos that I update with this script. If you want to learn more about it in another video, just let me know. But for now, the only thing that you need to care about is this command here. Notice that I'm sending the message this way, and Vim server specifying the socket, remote send, and the command that I want to send. This is very similar to what we did here, right? So the exact same thing. I'm gonna send it again, just so you can see. And just gonna mark this as done. Wait 3 minutes to see it in action. We already did this. You saw how this works. where you can learn about skitty-notes. Let me go to the help page real quick. Leader SH, just going to type here, listen. Notice that it says there, listen and the address, start RPC server on pipe or TCP address. Let me mark this as done. Show autopush script. I already showed you this. Where can you find this script in my .files? Let me just go there real quick. .files, latest, and here they are. If you like them, remember to give them a star, and just search for their autopush, and this is the script right there. Now, how does this work in Kitty? Let me just go to my Kitty configuration file. Where is it? kitty.conf. Notice that I do a few things here, right? So let's just search for the word socket. You're gonna notice that I call this 2 different times. The first one, I remove the existing socket. Notice the remove command here. I'm removing this socket file, and there is an explanation on why I do this. Where did I leave that explanation? Let me see. Here it is. I'm cleaning up the socket before it starts. Otherwise, it's left there from a previous run, and it just doesn't work anymore, right? So notice that this is my kitty startup command, and after removing that socket, notice that I create the socket again, right? So here in Vim, listen, here is the name of the socket. And if we go to that directory, we will be able to find it there. Let me go to my home session real quick. Let me go to the temp directory. Let's list all the files there, and we'll be able to find it right there. You can give it any name, doesn't matter. Also, I want to show you how I configure the autopush script to run every 3 minutes. I do that in my zshrc configuration file in macOS. So let's see, autopush, that is somewhere in here. Yep, here, zshrc macOS. This is the file. So if I open this, and notice here at the very top, it says that this below is to automate the process of creating the list file, which will run every X seconds and automatically push changes to some GitHub repos. Notice that I specified the interval here, 180 seconds. I just want to thank the supporters. Let's see, I have them listed here. Just want to say thanks to each one of you. And if you want to support me to keep this channel going, you can do it in Ko-fi as well. If you want to join me on Discord, we have a server as well. There's over 200 people at the moment. Here is the server, so I'll just see you there. If you want to learn more about skitty-notes, remember to click on the video that is going to be showing here. And if you want to see what my favorite plugins are as of a couple months, you can click on the video that is going to be showing down here. I guess I'm pointing to the right direction there. Am I? Or is it there? Where is it? There. Okay. So I hope this video was useful. I'll see you in the next one.